What is up, everybody? We are back after a long time. It's been 2 weeks, maybe. We're back today, and of course, we're doing the album that possibly blew them up. I think this is the case to the world, and I'm personally excited about this. So no, this album possibly is going to be more rock in it, possibly. Maybe a little bit less of a mainstream sound, even though it still might have elements of that, which may really benefit them even more for my listening pleasure, at least in this case. I don't want to pronounce it. Let's be honest. Jinsei Kakete Boku Wa, I guess. No clue how to pronounce any of this. This is a 13 songs, so pretty decent length. Actually, 13 songs is pretty nice. It's between 12 and 14. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And almost 54 minutes. So yeah, this will be divided into 2 sections for sure, if that happens. But yeah, I think I've already heard one song on here, possibly. I've heard Clock Strikes before, and I don't remember a whole lot about it, but I do remember listening to it. I don't think I've heard anything else, though. But yeah, I really don't remember that song, so this is a first listen for sure. The intro. Movie-like. You have the strings. I feel like the strings aren't, definitely does not have the same flair as what I would normally hear. Ooh, I love that chord. Not the same tone, so I'd say this feels like from a different country. I'll be honest, it's not normally. That's not a pause it, because that was actually cool. I really like that. It did not feel from America. It did that. This felt more rooted, I feel like, from where they're from, possibly. Maybe it was influenced by something. I really like that intro. That was a very characteristic intro. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. It's a flawless intro. I'll be honest. I like that. Ending story with 2 question marks, track 2. 4 minutes, 15 seconds. Whispers, okay. Bass adds in. It's 2013. This is a band that's really good with headphones, I've noticed. It's very, again, it's just more of that rock sound as I expected. I like this. This is a really good flair to it. The mixing feels a little bit not as developed as their later stuff, but the mixing still is pretty solid for sure. Yeah, there's the language switch. I like that. I really like that. Scream. I do say I appreciate it very much, even though I won't be able to understand it at all. Strings. Something's gonna happen, isn't it? You know what? I think I realized right before that happened that was going to happen. Oh, I love that. That's exactly what I loved about 35, along with other things. It does it in a way where it's palatable to more people, I think, too. People that may not be into metal or just really extremely heavy rock. Drums. Yeah, there we go again. Great song. It really, it already won me over early on, but like it did even more as it went on towards the end, and this is why I'm so excited to get to the earlier stuff more than most bands, because like more than almost any band, there are very few bands that I've been this excited about. It's a good way to introduce the album from the intro on this track, I think. Couldn't really say as much about the lyrics, because I wasn't paying full attention. I'll be pretty lost in the instrumentation, so don't count on me catching a whole lot of lyrics unless it's a softer song, and I'm not sure if how much we're gonna have of that on this album. Linkin Park. Yeah, that's exactly what that part reminded me of. I was like, because he started doing not fully a rap, but it was kind of like a rap, and then it felt like the build up. It was building up to something, and then he screamed. I was brought to Linkin Park, the feel of how they felt. But yeah, definitely getting Linkin Park vibes in this album, even more than previously, and I know they were influenced by them in other bands. Amazing. We have Onion capitalized with an exclamation point. Interesting. Very interesting. I always like that chord progression in music. It's a nice chord progression. There's the language switch. I can see why this one version of One Ok Rock's less accessible, possibly, than their later stuff. But, like, it's not at all weaker so far. It's an interesting vocal things going on in the background there. That didn't sound like a sit, it sounded like vocal. Weird things. So hard to pick up lyrics, I'll be honest. It's fun trying to drop out. Pulling down the court, interesting. I love the screaming on top of him singing. Sometimes it really gives it a good texture of energy while not just being a full out scream. It has the texture too of the singing too. That was a very jarring effect. Drums are just very frantic and energetic on this album. I'm absolutely inspired by stuff like this that just really integrate different things into one. And just goes out like that. It's a good piece. It's a very good piece. I'll have to re-listen to this album to give you guys a fair and accurate score, because I love all these songs, but I don't know how they're gonna grow over time. And that's a song that, you know, could go two ways. I think maybe over time it could grow and I would always love it, or maybe over time it would just be redundant. I think I'm more towards the growing side on that song. I think it's an extremely good song. The beginning will be track 4. 58 million plays, a little over 58 million. It's a lot of plays for Spotify, I would say, for a band like this. So, because I think they're just very underrated. Extremely small chance I heard this. I won't remember at all if I did, though. piano. It's very clear mix. Nice chord. Ooh. But extremely energetic album right now. Like the album cover too. I don't think I mentioned that. Interesting lyrics. Not fully catching on them, but like this right here. Gives it a cool little bit of a switch up. Really nice switch up for sure. Piano. Still got the guitar chugging in the back. There's the drums. Really gives a lot of energy. Going on. Went down like a half step before. I feel like the chords are very good, well mixed. I love the chord structures to these songs. That was a very beautiful song. The song kind of definitely probably the more mainstreaming sounding song on here, but at the same time it was their best song, I think, development wise. It just really developed well. I'll have to re-listen maybe now. Though all of them were extremely good and close to each other because the quality is just, it's not just like a couple tracks, like all of them have been good from One OK Rock from what I've covered so far. Got the clock. What's breaking through? Nothing for good. Starting off with the I like this. It's good chords. It's very wide. Nice. That's really cool. Beautiful piece. Very much one difference from this album and the other albums, other than the rock sound, is that these songs are a bit longer. They're a bit the idea is more presented and repeated, and I think it really hits over the head in a good way with the ideas. I don't know if what I quite expected going into this album, but it's like where they're coming from, even though I don't know their previous stuff behind this. it's enjoyable. It's a very enjoyable experience, and this is going to be hard to compare this album to the other two because it's different. It's a bit different, and it's like just as good in a little bit different of a way, and I don't know how to describe it. I just really like it, and that track was really amazing. The chorus was awesome. It wasn't too in your face, I think, of a track where compared to some of the other ones on this album. I just think it was really a motivational song, something I would feel like that would belong in 35, for example. These 5 tracks have been really good. We're gonna just do one more, and I kind of had a hard time deciding if we were gonna do 7, then 6, or 6 and 7, but I think because there's an intro on the side which shortened this length, but this will be the second track that's pretty long on this side. This is a pretty long side of the album. I think we'll have a little bit more next time, but I'd rather do more in the second half instead of doing less in the second half. So, it gives a better score. I probably will re-listen this before doing the video for the second half. And it won't be too long, so don't worry about that. It will be out pretty soon because I myself wouldn't be able to wait. Anyway, so Be the Light will be the last track. For this half of the album for today. How do we end up this way? Acoustic guitar. This could be a softer song. I like this. You got piano, and then you got acoustic guitar, drums, vocals, harmonies. It's really good. Falsetto. Some bass, very lightly put in the mix. I think it is. It's really nice. Really like it. There's some cool parts to it that make it more than just a simple song, I feel like. It's not simple exactly in that case, like most acoustics. The vocal line is very interesting, I would say. It's different. The notes, the way the notes flow in the line he's choosing. Very original, I feel like. See, like, these parts were added, and it really makes the song more complex than a simple song. That's kind of the point I was trying to make. Makes it worth, because this is a 5-minute and 38-second track, so you gotta find a way to keep the track very entertaining, and a way to do in order to pull it off. Some days just pass by, and some days are unforgettable. We can't choose the reason why, but we can choose what to do from the day after. So with the hope, with that determination, let's make tomorrow a brighter and better day. It's a good message. Really good message. without that note, holding on the 4th. Great piece. Another one of those that I just can't pick a favorite on this side of the album. It's very hard to pick a favorite because even that song was just at that level, or it just was amazing. And it's one of the better acoustic songs I've ever heard, because acoustic songs can get boring. Like, when I mean acoustic, like, you can also have like a piano featured piece that doesn't really have any electric stuff going on too much in it. I can't pick favorites for these albums. I really can't. I'm struggling to. So that's kind of fun. If you guys make me do a ranking video on this, I mean, eventually down the line when I get through all their albums, like, it's gonna be epic. I don't know. I love ranking, but it's gonna be extremely hard to rank. Extremely hard, because they're all just so good right now. Thank you for your patience. I'm waiting for a new 1OK Rock video, and I'll see you soon. Have a good day.